Welcome to a Data Science Mentor, where I help you become and grow as a data scientist. In this video, we will talk about a common misconception that many people seem to have about terms such as artificial intelligence and machine learning. So stay tuned. Nowadays, data science and artificial intelligence are hot topics, so it makes sense that people talk and write about them more frequently. But as someone who's in the field, it confuses me when I hear people using artificial intelligence and machine learning and sometimes deep learning interchangeably, as if they are the same. And while they greatly overlap, but they're not exactly the same. It happens to me in technical discussions where someone would be talking about machine learning, but referring to it as deep learning. And when I try to correct them, they would be like, so what's the difference? Or I would read in an article something like, artificial intelligence and machine learning continue to create innovations in our lives, as if they're totally different or mutually exclusive. So in this video, I hope to clarify this misconception and educate people about the distinction between terms such as artificial intelligence and machine learning. Artificial intelligence, or AI, started back in the 1950s. Let me put it on the board. So AI, 1950s. And let's assume that this is the AI space. Now, the goal back in the 50s, as the goal is now, was to get computers to behave with intelligence or mimic a human behavior in some way. Therefore, you'll read that people back then worked on solving logic problems. The Samuel checkers playing program is a popular example. But the intelligence back then was really some hard-coded algorithms and rule-based approaches. Nonetheless, with the success they had early on, researchers became very excited and enthusiastic about what potentially could be achieved with AI. And so they thought, well, if we're able to program a computer to mimic a human behavior, maybe we can also program the computer to mimic the human visual system. And this led to the birth of computer vision. Let me add it to the board. So computer vision. And so computer vision is essentially a subset of AI. And it deals mainly with understanding, analyzing, and processing digital images. So object detection, for example, where you detect the presence of different objects in an image, would fall under computer vision. So object detection. Image classification, where an image is labeled based on its content, like an image of a hat or an image of a building, would also fall under computer vision. So image classification. And computer vision has a number of other subdomains, such as image restoration and 3D scene modeling. So 3D scene modeling. So this is computer vision. However, hard-coded algorithms and rule-based approaches fail to solve more complex problems, like parsing pieces of text. And this made researchers realize that what they should aim for is perhaps not trying to mimic how humans behave, but how humans learn. And this led to the birth of machine learning. Just like a human learns by going through information over and over again, the concept of machine learning is to feed the machine a lot of data and have the machine go over the data thousands and thousands of times and let it figure things out on its own. So let me add it to the board. This is machine learning. And so just like computer vision, machine learning is another subset of AI and has developed over the years to now be composed of three main types of learning. So there is supervised learning. Just going to write supervised here. There is unsupervised learning. And there is reinforcement learning. Supervised learning, where you can build a model that can predict the price of a house, for example, based on its features, like the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, the square footage of the house, and so on. Or build a model that can help banks decide whether to approve giving a loan to a customer based on their financial profile. Unsupervised learning, where the machine can automatically group or cluster records or examples of some event based on similar attributes. And reinforcement learning, which has been very popular in the field of robotics. But despite all the success with machine learning, some tasks that humans found easy, like speech recognition, for example, were still hard for machines. And so researchers thought, well, for very complicated problems like speech recognition or handwriting recognition that involve some deeper form of intellect or reasoning, perhaps we need to target mimicking the brain. And this led to the birth of artificial neural networks to resemble the networks of neurons in the brain, or deep neural networks known as deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning. So let me add it to the board. Deep learning. And now, with the rapid advance in technologies and the emergence of GPUs and TPUs, deep learning is resulting in amazing breakthroughs in many fields, such as language processing and computer vision. So deep learning, although mainly a subset of machine learning, it also overlaps with computer vision. And so with this, I hope the distinction between artificial intelligence or AI and its subsets is clear. So next time you hear someone say something like artificial intelligence and machine learning continue to create innovations in our lives, please correct them and tell them it's either artificial intelligence or machine learning. Or maybe even better, share this video with them. I'll see you next time.